Capricorn, welcome to your monthly horoscope for October 2023. In this video, I will be going over all of the major energies for October. Now, coming into the month, we are officially in eclipse season. We are going to have our first solar eclipse in Libra right here in your 10th house of career and public reputation. We are also going to have our final lunar eclipse in Taurus right here in your 5th house, closing out this Taurus Scorpio axis, this cycle that we've been moving through since February 2022. So we will be getting into all of that energy. Now, you currently have the sun moving through your 10th house because we have the sun in Libra. It is Libra season. So when we have the sun transiting our birth chart, the sun is lighting up certain areas of our life. And for you, you have Libra in the 10th house. So you have the sun highlighting your career, your public reputation. We also have Mars in here. So there can be a lot going on within your career coming into the month. October 4th, we have Mercury entering Libra. So we have quite a lot of energy here in Libra in your 10th house of career. So I think there's going to be a lot of focus for you around career and public reputation, especially the first portion of this month. We will eventually have all of this energy here in Libra shift to Scorpio. But October 8th, we have Venus entering Virgo. And when Venus enters Virgo, there is this mutual reception here between Venus and Mercury because Venus is in a Mercury ruled sign and Mercury is in a Venus ruled sign. So there is something about these 9th house and 10th house themes and topics, areas of the life that are working together, that are being integrated. Now, the 9th house represents higher education, higher knowledge, long distance travel, philosophy, belief systems, publishing, teaching is also in the 9th house, and the 10th house of career. And so there's something around those themes and topics that you are meshing together. October 10th, we have Pluto stationing direct right here in your 1st house. Now, this can feel intense, especially too, because when we have Pluto station, there's going to be this square between Mars and Pluto. Now, this can be some type of energy blockage showing up. This can be, squares can bring challenge, hardships, really just energies or situations, experiences showing up for you to work through, transmute, and transform, because that is what Pluto does. Pluto is the planet of transformation. And what this really shows is that there can be something, within your career showing up that you're having to move through. But Mars also rules your 10th house and your 4th house of home and family. So there can be something here, or not your 10th house, I'm sorry, your 11th house, because you have Scorpio in the 11th house. Now, your 11th house represents friends and friendships, online connections, social groups, social media. And the 4th house represents your home, your family, your parents. And so there can be something showing up in those areas of life that you're maybe having to move through at this time. And then October 12th, we have Mars entering Scorpio. And so if there's anything that was difficult showing up for you, if you were moving through any type of challenge at work or within your career because of that Mars energy, that will then shift once we reach the middle of October and have Mars enter your 11th house. Now, Mars shifting into the 11th house. And again, it depends on if you have a night chart or a day chart and if Mars is your most malefic planet. Mars can sometimes bring some difficult energy, but Mars can also bring that action-oriented energy where you're initiating something or you're taking action. And this can have to do with friends and friendships, online connections, and social groups and social media. And then October 14th, we have our first solar eclipse here in Libra in your 10th house of career. Now, this is the first eclipse we are having in Libra in this Aries-Libra axis. So the nodes entered Aries and Libra back in July of this year. We have the North Node in Aries and the South Node in Libra. So between now and January 2025, you will be going through a lot of changes within your home and family and your career. So this solar eclipse eclipse in Libra is bringing new energies in for that change. So pay attention to what is showing up for you around this time. Also, keep in mind that eclipse energy plays out for anywhere from 6 months to 2 years, depending on how long the eclipse is. But it's always a matter of 6 months until we reach the subsequent eclipse cycle, which will be around April of 2024. So this eclipse that we are having this month is bringing new energies in for your career. And because the South Node is here, this is really going to have to do with you releasing something, letting something go, maybe even becoming aware of a job or career that is no longer in alignment with you. And then October 19th, 20th, and 21st, we have the Mercury Cazimi here in your 10th house of career. Now, Mercury and the Sun are moving from 25, 26, and 27 degrees. So it's a couple of days where they move together here. And this is where this can be energy. This is epiphany energy or intuitive downloads, or maybe receiving some information or a message from somebody. And this can have to do with your career and public reputation. Maybe this is where something is showing up for you, bringing clarity in, bringing some type of insight. Now, Mercury also rules your 6th house of work, health, and daily routine, and your 9th house of, and again, this can also be adding to that energies of these 9th and 10th house, this mutual reception here too. So that's also quite interesting. So there can be something showing up for you as well around higher education, higher knowledge, long distance travel, belief systems, philosophy, those types of things. Something can be showing up around this time, bringing insight, bringing clarity for you. So definitely pay attention to, your intuitive downloads, any type of information showing up for you, any conversations, especially around that October 19th, 20th, and 21st. Now, October 22nd, we have Mercury entering Scorpio. And then October 23rd, we have the Sun entering Scorpio. So we shift from everything being in the 10th house in Libra here in your career house to everything being in your 11th house. So there then becomes a lot of focus on friends and friendships, online connections, social group, networking, social media, humanitarian pursuits. There can be a lot of focus come the end of the month on those themes and topics. And then October 28th, we have our final lunar eclipse in Taurus right here in your 5th house, closing out these energies we've been moving through since February 2022. So you've been going through a lot of changes when it has to do with 5th house and 11th house themes and topics. So the 5th house representing creativity, children, passion, romance, hobbies, interests. Your 11th house representing friends and friendships, social groups, online connections. And so there's been a lot of changes in these areas of life. This final lunar eclipse we are having here in Taurus is finalizing that energy. There's a closing out of the changes you've been moving through since February 2022. Capricorn, thank you so much for joining me. I hope this helps you move through the energy for October, and I will connect with you in the next one.